My name is Dr. Emil Avanes, and I'm an internist. I am the president of District 2 for LACMA. I joined LACMA several years ago right out of residency, and at that time I wasn't aware of all that LACMA did. But as I became more involved in the organization, I saw the true importance of LACMA. And that importance is primarily for physician advocacy and for advocating for the physician institution. From the first day that I joined, it was all about protecting the patient-doctor relationship, and I believe that's something that this organization does extremely well and must continue to do in the future as we experience changes in healthcare policy. There are so many good things about LACMA that I believe people would ascribe to if they were given an opportunity to learn more about our organization. And at the same time, I think we really have to look at our own identity within LACMA and ask ourselves the difficult question of why we have 7 to 10% membership in our organization. It has to look at what other organizations physicians are partaking in. A lot of physicians participate with their specialty organizations, and they believe that's enough. Unfortunately, we see what's happened over the past 20 to 30 years as all of our rights and privileges as physicians have incrementally been, have come under attack. And no organization exists like LACMA that can unite us all under the same umbrella, advocating for all of us at the same time. The most important role that LACMA plays in my life is the advocacy role, and being in a organization where I meet other physicians who have an understanding of what's going on in healthcare policy. That naturally just trickles down, the knowledge that they have trickles down to me. I did get out of jury duty, which when you count the financial loss of being in a courtroom and having to deal with that, that's something that just that itself pays for your membership. There are other savings you can take advantage of, whether you order medical supplies or office supplies. There's also an entire body of knowledge that's stored with CMA in terms of their public law library. I always access those. They have very convenient documents that you can read, and instead of calling the lawyers, you can just directly access those and get your answer. I would say to someone who's thinking about joining LACMA, stop thinking and do like Nike, just do it. Last year we saw a very strong movement that defeated MICRA, which would have been a disaster for physicians in terms of malpractice insurance costs. We were able to defeat that, and I say we because LACMA and CMA were essentially leading that fight to hold off MICRA, and we were able to achieve that by spending over $60 million in campaign funds. This isn't a battle that is going away. We saw in California the dual eligible project that has now come to full fruition, and it was LACMA and CMA also fighting to make sure that the physician side of that legislative and and healthcare policy move was heard. As we move forward, we're now dealing with MACRA and reimbursement reform. So I know that LACMA is playing a very active role in that as well. And it's time that you join LACMA if you're a physician and you're listening to me right now, so that we have our voices heard. LACMA needs to start thinking about being responsive to its membership and creating an entire platform that is built around responsiveness to its physician members and really provide them the services that would help ease some of the burdens on their lives. At the same time, we need to venture into the technology realm in order to connect with various audiences. And I think that is probably one of the strongest qualities of our new CEO, Gustavo Friedrichsen, in that he has such an expansive experience in connecting with various audiences that I believe he's truly empowered to take us to that new LACMA where we are creating a more responsive organization.